Big guy, boy, it's a dada. I miss you so much. And I just want to talk about this week. It's been a big one, and it's going to be an even bigger one on Friday. So many things are happening, and so many things happened over the last week. So first things first, we know about there's some big news this Friday, big moves, big shakes. Your mom has to go to court. My lawyer will be there, making sure that everything goes off without a hitch. Or, who knows, the court process might pull some more shenanigans and lie, cheat, and steal some more time from me and you. And if that happens, I will definitely respond accordingly and have to get a bit more extreme with my synchronistic insights. But to do that, we first need to talk about April 8th. See, remember on April 8th, your mom had to go to court and they were supposed to rule right then and there, but they chose not to. But within a week, a particular trailer came out. This trailer was curious, not because it had the Looney Tunes from my child in it, not because it was about Wile E. Coyote versus the Acme Corporation, but the drama wasn't about. It could have been about anything. It could have been about theft. It could have been about a pretense to some political caper. It could have had any sort of outcome. It could have been about fake, bombs being stolen. It could have been about all sorts of things. But what was it about? It was about the Acme Corporation itself embroiled in a legal drama with Wile E. Coyote. One of the most intense and intelligent cartoons that Looney Tunes ever put out. Now, I've always thought Wile E. Coyote was ingenious. He always had, reminded me of the mad scientist character, or the guy who's always toiling away in some, on some project off in his lair. And I always found him super curious. But when I think about the way he looks at, reality and what he's going for, he just has such a tenacity, such a tenacious desire to see what it is. And I can relate to that, especially when it comes to synchronicity. So the idea wasn't that this trailer came out within the week of April 8th, the same time that your mom had to go to a court, or the same time there was a huge eclipse that I was at in Illinois. The fact was, this legal drama cartoon had a very specific date that it was going to be shown in theaters. And that was August 28th, the exact same day that's this Friday. It also happens to be the same day that I'm leaving this location and heading to Malaysia. I'll be going to Penang, I'll be going to Georgetown, and I already have something amazing set up for you when I get there. I cannot wait to show it to you. But, just to recap, I left on July 8th. I got a condo here in the center of Pattaya and started planning. And then with, the operations Honeys and Ice Cream, I was able to secure the condo. I was able to secure the ISS boxing training that I needed. And I was able to maintain a full 6-day schedule between language and boxing, and still able to dedicate, time to studying the mystery of the Temple of Truth. Now, I put in the request for the acceptance for the pro language school thinking, hey, I have a good shot at it. And now, because I went back and got the paperwork, the progress for the next step of the Destination Thailand visa is ready to go. All I need to do is head over to Malaysia, which I will be doing on the 28th, and you and I will be able to travel Thailand without any restrictions for up to 5 years, which means as soon as this situation is taken care of with your mom, I'll come pick you up and we will get the heck out of there. So while that was being processed, remember I went on the 12th to Chiang Rai, where there was another eclipse. Now that eclipse just happened to roll by somewhere completely different. But my mind was on it, and I knew I was following these particular synchronistic events in my own personal
was
way.
Always the smartest guy in every room.
Arrive at Wat Rong Kun the way I did. And
he used to be different. He used to be kind, he used to be caring. And then, everything he loved was taken from him. I knew he was lost, but I did not realize that he was broken.
Victor, did you do this?
All of you have lived, stolen lives. But now you must give them back.
Answer me, Victor! Did you do this?
I swear, you will beg for hell long before I grant it. Hell answers to me. For I am Doom.
It's not an easy trip. It's a 6-hour round trip just to get there and back. And I had to go through a couple different guides to get somebody willing to take me up there and to do the things that I wanted to do. So, son, I want you to know that my mind was completely blown. Like, I was overwhelmed by how powerful Wat Rong Kun was. And like I've said since 2016 when these events started happening, a mind blown is a mind grown. And my understanding is that's not a belief. It's a continuation of what Ralph Waldo Emerson used to say. He said, there's no truth so sublime that it may become trivial tomorrow in the light of new thoughts. Synchronicity is such a big phenomena in my life, and I've had to learn to sort of keep it to myself, as not to alarm others with the effects that I see on a daily basis. And yeah, even your mom got a bit overwhelmed from time to time. And surely now, with these types of insights, she's definitely got some big decisions to make. See, son, the more I focus on these synchronistic events and dedicate time to understanding them, the easier it becomes. No different than any other talent that I have attempted in my life. See, I have, in my 45 years, actually been to more schools than both my parents, both your mom's parents, and her whole family combined. That's a lot of schooling, and I don't...
Been horribly injured by a product made by the Acme Corporation?
It's not your fault. There's probably someone to blame.
The name of the case is Coyote versus Acme.
Wile E. Coyote. He is reckless. We all know who's responsible, and all of his injuries are self-inflicted.
You've been settling Acme cases for years.
I could probably get you $250 for that.
This is your opportunity to really show people what you're capable of.
These companies think they can do whatever they want. We're sick of it.
Acme, act you!
Nothing to see here.
We really have nothing.
We both know it would be very unpleasant if anything bigger were to become public.
is up, Doc?
The Acme Corporation is releasing this film for accounting purposes only. We do not condone any of the storylines depicted.
I don't say that to say I'm better. I say that because it taught me good study habits. It taught me how to pay attention to certain principles and certain things that usually people gloss over. And I think that's important. The attention to detail that this taught me was more important, so that when these synchronistic things started happening, I was actually able to pay attention to them. Still to this day, it was frustrating. It was annoying. But once, just like learning the piano or the guitar, or learning another language and learning how to hold your mouth, or learning another skill in boxing, there's a certain level of mental fortitude that you need to have in order to do this. So when leaving Chiang Mai, the same day I left Chiang Mai, on the 18th, a particular trailer dropped. And I want you to see that trailer right now. This trailer, just like Brand New Day for Spider-Man, also has our last name in it. Doomsday. And it's set for December 18th, in fact. I want you to watch this with me, son, and I want you to understand what you're seeing. Look at our situation. Look at what happened to this main character, because the main character in this trailer is the villain. The main character in this trailer is a character who has a deep respect for science and religion, philosophy, and mysticism, just like your dad. And just like your dad, I too am extremely frustrated with what has been done to me by the society in general. And I do not feel any loyalty towards them anymore. Son, I more love you. I think you are the best. And I do have every intention of protecting you. I have every intention of teaching you. If this is something that can be done and taught, which I believe it can be, there are doctors out there now that are saying that this is a realm of scientific inquiry. Even though it might be fringe and new and phenomenal, it is still a realm of scientific inquiry that can be used for our betterment and our understanding. And that's what I have. And son, that's exactly what I intend to do. I intend to use this for our best benefit. Telling the truth and being truthful. I've said it before, I will say it again. It is a form of protection. It is a form of luck, if you want to call it that. And I am super happy it's a part of my life now. If it ever becomes a part of your life or anybody else who might be listening to this, I want them to understand this doesn't mean that troubles are going to go away. If anything, we can learn that when new insights come, bigger responsibilities come along with it. So, son, I cannot wait to show you where I'm going to be next week. And I cannot wait to show you all these cool things that I'm doing here in Phuket. Like, I went from the highest north of Thailand all the way to the deepest south of Thailand. And I want you to know that I want to take you to all these places. I actually got into one of my first full contact sparring sessions. And yeah, it kicked my butt. But I was able to hold my ground, and I realized very quickly that technique and timing win over just brute strength, brawn, and just inexperience. Just because you're young doesn't mean you can't learn these techniques. You can't learn timing. That's why I went to this. As soon as I arrived here in Phuket, I went to the Apollo gym, got set up with them, did my training this morning, and then last night went to the fights where there were 4 fights of kids that were under the age of 10. To me, son, this is impressive. And even here at the Apollo gym, they let kids train for free on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So yeah, this is definitely in the bag of a place that I want to take you to and I want you to experience, because I think it will definitely shape your mind, it'll shape your body, and it will shape your outcome in this life. I more love you, son, and I can't wait to see you again. So until next week, son, you know the deal. Mom might be crazy, but I more love you.